I like this guy.
I'm not sure.
It's because of the wall, innit?
Yeah.
Say the wall.
Wow.
To the window, to the wall.
The sweat dropped from my balls.
To all these females crawl. Oh, skeet. To all skeets. What?
Fam.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
Yeah.
What? Where is that from?
Hey, that's one of the best songs, you know.
What?
I said that's one of the best songs. You know?
Okay.
That's actually one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who made that though?
There's a song.
He doesn't know who this did. What the fuck? What's going
I
on?
was born in
How old is
02, innit? I was born in 02.
Am I that old?
I'm like, yo.
Nah, be my thing.
What,
There's a song, Usher,
1902?
I was playing the other day, and the chorus is just, yeah.
Oh, I hate that song.
Yeah.
That song can go.
Wait, are we that old though? That song's old.
It's not old, man. It came out.
But it came out on the game. Do you remember the game?
So what? You weren't
Need for Speed.
really fucking with that in primary school.
No,
Yeah.
02, like, I'm born in 02, like, I'm
Lil
listening
Jon.
to 50.
Was it
like,
Crunk
Soulja
Brothers? Was it
Boy,
Crunk?
like,
Oh, you millennium, innit?
yeah, like 02.
yeah,
So
it's
it's
different.
Guys.
like 50 Soulja.
Armchair gaffers
different.
at home who may be a bit confused right now. Scorcher hasn't metamorphed into a beautiful butterfly. No, we have a stand-in because we thought, fuck it.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Talking about stand-ups. I like that you put in.
Come on, man.
Let's not talk about any stand-ups. But let's talk about people getting slapped.
Yes.
Chelsea.
This
is a bad intro.
I thought you was gonna.
Oh, I thought we were
We're
just
all over the place. today.
preamble.
We was good with the
Sorry, guys. We're a mess today. Let me put my phone on silent to avoid any further messery.
Please. But yeah, it was a week where slaps have been dished out. Was Will Smith right or wrong?
He was absolutely wrong, and I'll tell you for why.
Tell you for why.
Because I got many different angles in this one. I'm going to give you two, okay?
Please.
If a member of the public was to do that to another member of the public, they're going to prison. It's assault.
That's assault, brother.
And then you say, oh no, but Mr. Smith was defending his wife's honor. Okay. Now, do you remember back in school when we were young, which wasn't that long ago, I speak, because we're still young, right?
Yes.
Forever young.
Forever young.
Chris is just, like, super young.
You got into an argument with another kid on the playground, and the teacher's like, "What's the problem?" "Oh, he cussed my mum." And the teacher says, "Grow up."
She deserved it. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
It's the same thing. So like, Will Smith has gone and assaulted someone because he cussed his wife.
Start crying and everything. And actually done an Oscar performance at the Oscars.
The cold crying thing. I think, you know what it is?
Keep my wife's
What's
name.
out your mouth?
Yes.
I think, you know what it is, yeah? Man took a decent approach to it, but it's the fact he did it in front of camera. That's selective bad boyism right there.
The execution was
Let's
great.
not Dan, what are your thoughts before we move on? Because we're late to the party because this happened the day when we filmed our last one.
Yeah. We were too busy getting that good football content out.
Yeah.
I think Chris Rock was doing what a comedian does, but that doesn't mean that it's okay. Just because something has happened millions of times, that doesn't mean it's okay. So picking fun, people in the crowd, I know it's par for the course at these events, but yeah, he got called on it. Did Will Smith cross the line? Probably. Was I writing petitions or think pieces and saying if it was The Rock, he wouldn't do it? Like, no. Like, I just thought he made an error.
Will Smith's a bitch because if it was The Rock,
He's a bitch. He's a bitch ass.
No. The facts
Hey, he
are,
was a bitch ass before, but he's a bitch ass.
yeah, because the
even
facts
more
are,
now. Bitch ass.
if it was The Rock or someone like that, a big black person, yeah,
he wouldn't have done
okay,
that.
or even a big white person,
He would've laughed.
Because it's about
Yeah.
science and fear. Yeah.
he would have just laughed and
He
Jada.
would have tapped Jada like, yeah. Hey, don't worry, baby.
Don't kill me. Can we talk about football, please?
This wasn't another typical black podcast. This is a football podcast.
It's not typical because I wasn't shouting at you and talking over you.
Okay, we weren't hitting.
Sweet.
Let me get a bit of that. Yeah, cool.
Fucking
sorry, we got sidetracked and we digressed. Welcome back to Armchair Gaffers. You have myself, Walks, Jess, SB, and special guest for the night, Sir Chris.
I'm happy to be here.
You're lucky to be
What
here.
intro.
We're happy to have you.
You're lucky to be here. Do you know why you're lucky to be
Why?
here? Because now I'm surrounded by 3 United scumbags, and I hate it.
Oh,
Maybe you could get you could just
You
get
know
your
what?
bars
Yeah.
off.
You see Jess, yeah,
We're
he's
broken
never
right
happy
now.
for anybody who supports United. Like sometimes I'll message Jess or talk to Jess, just be like, yeah, but you know, like your team's still rubbish anyway. Like you're not gonna qualify. But I'll be like, bro, have you seen that? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're still not gonna qualify.
The great
for the
leveler.
Champions League.
My idol in life is Rafael Benitez, and he said something which sticks with me to this day. Let's talk about the facts. And that's how I live my life.
Yeah, we
We're
are a
broken anyway.
fact-based podcast. And we started off talking about slappings and people getting embarrassed in public. So we'll start at Stamford Bridge, where Brentford ran out 4-1 winners against European champions.
what's that? West London derby.
A big derby for Brentford. Yeah,
Big.
not so much.
Well, arse whooping.
for Chelsea.
Saturday morning, I watched the. I didn't watch that game. I watched the Liverpool game first.
Uh-huh.
I've gone about my business, and then I've seen a picture on Instagram of Rudiger celebrating.
Great strike.
Great strike, but the caption threw me because it's like Rudiger scored, but the caption didn't match. The
It wasn't
picture.
giving.
It wasn't giving. So I've gone and found out Chelsea lost 4-1.
Got their arse whooped.
Yes.
They're
I've
bad,
also,
you
I've looked into the game.
They're good though, but they're
I
bad.
only have the privilege of seeing the highlights, but I looked into the game and noticed that Chelsea were playing a back four.
Yes. There
Now-
was a lot of back five tacks, slander flying about.
Now, for the longest, one of my good pals has been. He says, "Just I'm not convinced by Thomas Tuchel because he's playing ultra defensive, yeah, with sprinkles of quality,
Okay.
like your Havertz's, your Kante's, your Kovacic's,
Jason
your Mounts,
Jounce.
your exactly Jason
Yeah,
Jounce,
Ziyech to some
Ziyech, exactly, yeah."
Facts. Hello.
Anyway, so I don't know what Tuchel was thinking, but clearly, don't want to jump the gun, but he's maybe showing us that he is a manager who's dependent on the back five, and it's a beautiful back five as well.
Yeah, when it works, and they've got both of their flying wing backs in Chilwell and James, but things change and people get injured. I think Rudiger's strike. I thought I was going to set the tone. And I was thinking, Brentford. It could be a very, very long day in West London for them, but they weathered the storm and I guess brought their own fire, and also the Christian Eriksen remontada.
He's a quality player. Are we surprised? Really and truly, I'm not surprised.
Exactly.
I'm not surprised.
Chris,
Look what
Look at, he's come from Inter Milan and he's gone into Brentford. Like,
exactly.
all he's had was a heart attack. He hasn't lost his feet.
So all he has is heart. Like his heart just not beating.
Yeah, he ain't lost
That's
his
all that
feet.
happened.
It ain't like he lost like anything
No.
technically wise or anyway. Like, bro, he's going from Inter Milan Champions League side to a relegation fighting side.
Yeah, it was,
Of
yeah.
course, you're going to see the quality that he brings to the side.
Why are we even surprised?
Why? And you
No.
can see the quality he brings.
Like, you know what's funny? You see with like the commentators, they were saying that Brentford players have to get used to playing with Eriksen, somebody who can pass the ball the way Eriksen can pass the ball. And I thought about that for a second. I was like, wait, yeah, they're right still.
Something else.
I think it's a tad disrespectful.
No, but it's kind of true. Like that's somebody who gets the ball and he's just pinging it everywhere. Like even with like him being like into Lukaku, like you kind of saw it. Like he'll just get the ball, go on the turn, and just spray it out to Lukaku.
He made a left-footed pass yesterday, and I was
you
like,
didn't need to make him with the foot. Could use his right foot.
and I was like, oh, you're a bit of a technician.
Yeah.
But his time at Inter it didn't start well, by the way.
No,
Like,
it
it
was
wasn't,
absolutely
I think probably from Jan onwards last year, maybe late December, I think that's when he kind of went on his run and established himself as part of that title winning team. But yeah, when he signed, Thomas Frank said Eriksen could be the club's best signing.
He is.
Do we think that is the truth right now?
Maybe Tony.
Got to see where Bueno goes with that first.
Bro, Mbumo as well.
Yeah.
But right
I
now,
saw him
he's
No, I was
Mbumo.
thinking about Mbumo when you said that.
I was watching the highlights, and I knew the score, obviously.
It's
I didn't know
all
who
him.
scored. And I saw someone head the ball out from Brentford, and I saw it was out of him and Ziyech. They're like the halfway line.
Yeah.
I said, if this ball goes over Ziyech's head,
He is
it's
right.
fucking curtains.
Yeah.
And it went over his head and it
Yeah.
was curtains.
Yeah.
But what I will say as well, like Brentford looked good, yeah. Tony and Mbeumo looks like I was squinting and I was seeing Kaka and who's his partner up front? Was it Inzaghi?
Was it Crespo then?
Crespo,
Inzaghi?
Inzaghi.
Yeah, I'm just
Shevchenko.
seeing. 'Cause I was squinting because I wear glasses sometimes.
Okay.
Not that I need to. I just do it.
In that infamous AC Milan yellow away kit.
Exactly
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
The contrast was off on the TV
Yeah,
as well.
but I'm looking at Chelsea's shape and it was horrible. It was horrible. They were allowing Brentford.
I think it was 3 goals in 12 minutes.
I'll get moved to from the start. You kind of saw it that where Brentford were moving to them with it, and to the point where Marcus Alonso got a bit impatient. Where I think it was I'm not sure. I think it was one of no. He's like on the line. He's got the ball. And you can see like Marcus Alonso gets really impatient with it, and he just goes and makes the tackle, and it's not needed. He just gets up, he walks back to wherever he was standing, and you can see like Mbeumo is starting to really grind these gears. And you can see like Chelsea players are just getting moved to from like the opening minutes.
Yeah, I don't think Alonso and Aspie, I don't know, as fullback replacements go.
then-
I think the level was a bit of a drop off in a
Exactly.
4 as well.
And
Sorry.
it's all about the balance of the team as well because the midfield was Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek in
say-
front of the defence.
And was
Mount.
it Mount? Yeah, and I looked at that. Balance-wise, I didn't like it.
Mount hasn't been at the level that he set last year, I
But
don't
Mount's
think.
good. I still love him. I still love Mason Mount. But obviously, my heart is a very small heart. I only have space for one.
Yeah.
And right now, Conor Gallagher is taking my yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I still love Jason Jown. But again, it's all about the balance. And for me, Loftus-Cheek, I think Tuchel was kind of tamed him to say, stop drifting out wide, play centrally. Okay? But if he hasn't got the right people with him, if he hasn't got Jorginho and Kante with him, then I don't
It's
think-
funny because in the reverse fixture, Loftus-Cheek played and kind of dominated.
Who's he playing with?
I can't remember the actual makeup of the midfield, but people were looking towards that as thinking, oh, this could be Loftus-Cheek
Yeah, had a
moving
good game
forward.
the last game, wasn't it? Before the international break,
Yeah.
Chelsea.
But I think it's just a shock win, which teams are entitled, or sorry, a shock loss that teams are going to have throughout the season. I think Chelsea had a loss like this last year against West Brom. I think West Brom beat them like 5-2 or something along those lines. So yeah, these things happen. But yeah, going into Champions League against Real Madrid on Wednesday is probably not the best preparation. And a word on Timo Werner. I saw some stats on him. I think it was like 0 chances created, 0 shots, 0 take-ons. There was a lot of O's.
Why is he so bad?
It's so sad to see.
It was terrible.
He's a shocking signing.
It was terrible.
I think I'm at that point now.
When you're looking at something, you're thinking, I'm probably better than you. I could come there and take a shot from.
I net Chris.
I love when Chris says this.
That's a true armchair gaffer.
I've been with him to talk on social.
Oh,
and-
let's
Oh,
not do
you've
that.
seen-
Let's not do that.
Are we going to share the videos or?
Was it
Oh,
not
you can
good?
see the videos. I'll show you afterwards. But Chelsea, they went from my favourites for the league at the start of the season to now. I don't know. I think now
Don't. Surely not.
Sanctions.
it's the sanctions. Yeah,
Yeah,
they've won every
Sanctions.
single game since they got
Yeah,
sanctions.
they've done so well through sanctions.
Sanctions.
It's a one-off game, man. It can happen.
Yeah. And,
Sometimes-
go on.
Listen, sometimes everything that can go wrong just happens to go wrong.
Will go wrong.
in that one game.
Yeah, and a word on Brentford. Probably safe now.
Oh, Dan, fuck off! Because
Yeah,
I
man.
know,
No.
you're mugging me
a
off.
word-
You know
a
what
word-
you're doing.
a
You know what
word
you're
on-
doing, Dan.
No. What have I done?
Obviously, you know what you're doing, Dan.
What have I done?
SB, you know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Chris, you know what he's doing.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. I'm gonna, for those at home that don't know what he's doing. Yeah. Okay. Start of the season, Brentford beat Arsenal, and I said, me and Scorcher both said it's funny
Was
because
it vehemently? I think the phrase is
vehemently,
the one
I'd
that's
said it. Yeah, I said it's
Ooh.
funny. What the fuck? Who's that? Molina.
Molina with a little dinky dink for Udinese.
That's the old school pro evolution shoot an R1.
Hold
thing.
it.
Yeah, but anyways, I said that cool. Brentford have beaten Arsenal opening day, but they're still getting relegated. Yeah, and I stood by that. Okay, but the only problem is that Everton and Burnley have been so bad, a lot worse than they should have been.
Don't forget the Norwiches as well.
No, it's not Watford.
Watford's.
No, they were always going down. I'm talking about the other
Oh,
spot.
okay, yeah.
I'm saying the other spot. Everton and Norwich are hell bent on going down themselves, but that should be Brentford's spot. So, but boy, innit? Like, I'm
Next season.
next season
We go again.
we go again.
But yeah, shout out to Frank and his bees. They're popping right now.
Buzz.
In North London, Spurs, Newcastle, absolute dismantling.
Man,
Harry Kane masterclass.
Yeah, without scoring.
Yeah.
We've seen the development of Harry Kane. He doesn't need to score in a 5-1 win, even though he was probably dying to score.
I think he's realised now that if he doesn't create, who the hell's going to create?
I was watching the game. I watched the whole
It's a
first
very
half.
good shout, SB.
I watched the whole first half of that game, and there's a lack of creativity. And you know what I thought of?
Christian Eriksen.
I thought of Christian Eriksen. I was thinking,
Everyone's thoughts still.
if Spurs had a Christian Eriksen, someone of his ilk, because Højbjerg isn't it.
No, solid. Bentancur has
Isn't
looked,
it.
Good.
I think, good, stable, and a competent midfielder. Not exciting by any means. He's wearing gloves today as well, which I thought was a bit.
No.
I'm getting old.
We spoke about this.
Seeing those things.
No, it's because he's just come from South America qualifying for World Cup, and this is a very cold month we've had already. So let him adjust.
Fair.
All right.
Plus, he could have a alopecia on his hands, and you're not making fun of him.
I can expect his missus to walk through and slap me
Exactly.
any time now.
Good
Exactly.
performance though by Spurs.
Yeah.
Good performance.
Yeah, after going 1 down as well.
Yeah.
Lloris, should he do better with the
against
free
the goal.
kick?
I didn't see the angle from behind him. Yeah, they showed every angle.
Every angle, but
apart from one behind
from
him.
Lloris,
Yeah, so
Lloris
I'm
could see.
gonna-
Sorry,
He's been crap, man. I've been saying it to Spurs fans for ages, but all they keep telling me is, "Oh, he's won the World Cup. He's won the World Cup." But bro, they need a keeper. Him signing an extension is not good for Spurs.
Well, it's good for everyone else.
They put in a second keeper actually.
He's a rapper.
he's a rap star and a model.
Who's this?
Urban clothing.
Didn't
He's
tell
a
you his
boohoo
name.
model. I forgot his name. I do follow him. But he's just on vibes. He's just shouting at people in the changing rooms after training and stuff, and taking pictures when Delhi was there. And yeah,
Is this real? Are you not pulling my leg?
no. This is
it's true.
it's a real thing. He's
Real,
basically
mate.
he's just like an Italian rapper, basically.
Okay. So the Spurs game is one of the few games I actually watched this weekend. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that Romero guy.
He
He's
was
so cool.
intent on kicking the shit out of Alan St. Maximin and tackling him hard and pretending that he hasn't done it. Like he just
didn't do it.
he's so unbothered.
He didn't do it.
No.
Whatever you think he done, but on the ball, very competent. There's a passage of play early in the game where he spent 5 minutes. Yeah, a continuous 5 minutes in the final third of the
Okay,
Newcastle.
showed no interest in going home.
No, the ball kept getting played that way. He's waiting for the cross to come in and say, "I'm gonna score. I'm gonna score." And when he realized he's not gonna score, I think that's when he said, "Okay, cool. Let me just kick shit out of this guy."
Yeah,
And
he was given a task, and
Yeah.
I think he took to that quite well.
Tottenham are fourth now
Yes,
on goal difference.
that top four battle continues,
Yeah, I
For
mean,
some- for some.
intensifies.
are
Yeah,
they
for some and
are they fourth
others.
because they've got 2 games more? They've played 2 games more than Arsenal. So are they technically? I mean, they are fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
As
it
a-
was
as
all
a
to
top-
end today,
If it ends today,
yeah, they.
it'll be void because Arsenal played less games.
Well, we've had these COVID seasons, man, where
2 games
things
in
just
hand.
stop and people get relegated.
I don't believe Spurs will get top 4, but they're improving.
What we got now? We got Man City, Liverpool.
Palace.
Not the order. So Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea,
Chelsea.
Tottenham, Arsenal, West Ham.
If Arsenal do win their game in hand, though, you are like thinking like 3 points from Chelsea or 2 points from Chelsea,
2 points.
2 points from Chelsea. Yeah, 2 points from Chelsea actually.
which means that they're in a little bit of a title top 4 race.
It gets the best of us. So yeah, Chelsea definitely need to bounce back. But yeah, Spurs, I'm not working them out, but you'll get these performances, and then you might have a little slip up here or there, which I guess is when
I've
we
heard a
find
few
the
people.
the better teams where you find that consistency. Sorry,
Yeah, I've heard a few people this week questioning Son Heung-min, saying that he's not a. I had Chris a few weeks ago telling me
Yeah.
that when Hazard went to Real Madrid, they should have signed Son because it would have been a better fit. But them guys over there is racist.
Real Madrid should have signed Son.
Instead
Yes,
of Hazard.
I stand by my decision. Look, yeah, in terms of somebody who's like just all round, yeah, just on it. He's one of them that I thought was just on it. Like he scores some goals where you're like, Hazard was never doing that. Man was never running from box to score the goal. Like, Son is like,
I think he was, but it's just in a different style. There's a goal he scored against West Ham in his final season, and he picked it up on the halfway line and ran past.
Son did the same thing to Burnley
claret
at
and
Wembley
blue.
too.
Halfway line though, that was from his 18-yard
he
box.
did it exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, when it comes to Son, sometimes I look at him, I watch him score certain goals. I've watched him score like little goals here and there, and I think, like, when Hazard was at Madrid on the physio table watching his team actually do what he's meant to be doing, which is working, that could have been Son doing that. Like, Son for me, I would say now is probably better than Hazard. And that's just simply off the move to Madrid. That's off the move to Madrid.
I'd probably,
Of course he is.
be brave. Take the
That's off
probably
the
off.
move to Madrid, like.
Take the probably off.
This is why you've never seen him on Armchair Gaffers before.
No.
But
I
this
want
is probably why
everybody
you're
to
never
go
going to
look.
see him again as well.
Playing
Because
it safe. He said Son is probably better than Hazard.
Now,
Carlsberg don't make football players, but if they did, they'd
yeah.
probably anyway.
I'd say be brave and say that Son is currently better
Son
than
is
Hazard.
currently better than Hazard. Hazard's never played in El Clasico, but
Which is a
has
shame.
been at Madrid since like 2019.
Yeah, it's not good.
Do you know how crazy that is? You've never played at El Clasico since you've been there. But think about how many North London derbies Son has played since 2019 and probably scored in and assisted in.
No, Son has definitely, I don't know, exceeded expectation, I think. But I do think sometimes like his all-round game is just a bit weird, like some weird decision making. But in terms of like raw numbers, he's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Crazy. So is Harry Kane, who scored 1 goal in the first 14 and is probably going to end up with 20 plus.
He's not their top scorer as it stands right now, though.
For you, Spurs.
Is who? Son.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's fine. They link up in it together.
Yeah, and shall I tell you, there's a new member of the crew, Kulusevski.
Dejan
Ski.
Kulusevski.
As far as January signings go,
You actually on that.
the thing about Cooley,
very good.
he's only 21.
He's a young boy.
21. Boy,
won't be going to the World Cup.
Oh,
because he's from what country?
Sweden.
Swedes.
Swedish, yeah?
Poland beat him 2-0 pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
They won't be going to the World Cup. But that doesn't matter. He's doing his thing in the Prem. And is he the one? He's not the permanent move, is he?
No.
No,
Bentancur
he's
is.
the permanent
No,
move.
he is a.
He's the permanent move. But I spoke about this with our Tottenham geezer on here. I don't know if you know him. But one of them is permanent. The other one, there's an obligation to buy, apparently.
Yeah, Dejan's got the obligation, hasn't he?
What?
He's just got an obligation of 40 million.
I thought Bentancur was perm.
Yeah, his
No, you're right. I'm wrong.
He
Yeah.
is perm.
I think.
And
Kulusevski
He's
might
like
be the
40 million or something like
But
that.
it's an obligation, yeah?
I'll be honest.
They have to buy him.
Run the P.
Yeah, they're gonna buy him.
Run the P.
Remember, these are people that have been winning Serie A titles at Juve, which is no mean feat. So like, they're not just some.
Yeah. He's not a mug.
Any
Yeah, a mentality.
he's
he
not
had
a
to
mug.
do.
Yeah.
Before Juve in like Syria, I think it was is it Sampdoria?
Oh, I can't
Something
even
like
remember,
that,
Chris.
But he was there like before he got into Juve. I was like, no, like this guy, I like him. Like he's just got like the left foot.
Bare
And
distinctive,
he's just
innit?
like, exactly. He was playing on either wing at the club he was at before. And I was like, I like this guy. What would he do at United? And literally the week after at Juventus,
said,
I said, oh, no.
Come
I said, he's gone clear.
and win some titles. Also, Steven Bergwijn coming off the bench. He's had a good international week. I think he scored 3, whilst on international duty. Come off the bench. He's probably not going to break into that front 3. But I guess all you can do is score when you get brought on.
Yeah, but he had his chance. Him and Lucas Moura had their chances, and they weren't delivering
It
consistently.
weren't as effective as...
Like,
sorry.
Kuda kiss.
And the thing is, it's all about trajectory. And you look at Cooley, as I call him.
Your mate.
Cooley. Yeah, my mate Cooley. And you see, okay, cool, he's playing at this level now, but we can see scope for improvement.
There might be a bit more.
There might be a bit more. You look at Moura and you see he's playing his limit. His revs are all the way on 70.
He's in the red zone.
He's in the
Yeah.
red zone. You look at Bergwijn and you're like, cool, you might have pop up an odd goal here and there, but contribution wise, Scorch said ages ago, like, Bergwijn's unlocking.
Yes, I do remember that.
He's
Remember that.
unlocking, what did he say? I can't remember.
So he was the overlooked element in Kane and Son flourishing early part of last season. Do you remember when it was all
Yes, exactly.
them not
But,
exceeding XG and shit like that?
But aside from that, which is proven to be not true, he's not doing any numbers, which is the bottom line of.
Yeah, his
of
finishing
any-
was letting him down massively. I remember in that period, but he seems to have remedied that, and he's now on 3 Prem goals for the season. Yes.
Dan, before we move on, do you want to do some sponsorship stuff?
Yes. This show is kindly brought to you by Manscaped.
Proudly.
The show has been supported by Manscaped for some time now, and we are all users of Manscaped products. Make sure.
But I'm gonna sort out in a minute.
He hasn't got his contract
it's
signed yet.
Yeah, but I'm gonna after when the camera shot, we'll go on. I'll give you the.
My life is changing gradually. I love this.
Yeah, he's so brand new. But yeah, make sure you get over to manscaped.com. Use our code ACG20 for 20% off and free shipping for
That's
all Manscaped products.
ACG 20.
What is the code, Jess?
ACG 20.
This is very mature, you know.
Jeez, it's
These
like
ads are very mature because I see some other ones and they're
yeah.
damn outrageous.
Yeah,
it's like you can't say this.
We're not here for the shock factor.
No, we can say what you want nowadays. What's the worst they can do to you? Sanction you?
Sanction.
It's just very mature. It was like,
Please, no more
Sanction.
Cool. What are we going to next? Liverpool kept the heat up.
Yes.
Kept the heat up.
The early
City
international,
kept the heat up.
the early kickoff, after an international break is not where you want to be. But if you're in a title race, these are things you have to deal with, and I think Liverpool dealt with it perfectly yesterday.
I'm seeing things on my screen and they don't make sense. There's a geezer who's about 5'8", winning headers
All the time.
all the fucking time.
Yeah. I've said it, I think, in our group. He's giving me Chicharito and Michael Owen vibes.
Chicharito vibes, but with more
The
quality.
ball just bounces
Yeah, but
off his
it's
head and
more
it just
common.
goes on the floor like a ball. Just explodes on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you sign a player, your big money marquee signing, you spend all these millions, you got this
Millions
big
of
player, and what you think he's gonna do, like kind of when Chelsea signed Shevchenko, what they expected, Now,
dear.
for me, Jota is doing what you expect a big marquee signing to do, but he wasn't a big marquee signing.
Crazy.
Wasn't even a big
Shout out to scouting, man. And scouting
Shout out
networks.
to-
he didn't go for big money, did he?
I can't even remember the figure. It
30
went
or 40
crazy.
million or
Yeah.
something like
That's
that.
what's even worse.
Went crazy. He's now on 20 goals for the season.
No, he's
He's
not.
on level. Like
I'm just gonna say no.
Do you know how mad that is?
he's like close to like Salah, isn't it?
I think he's 20 all comps. Salah is, I can't remember in the Prem,
20 something, 'cause he's
20
out and
plus,
out.
innit? Yeah.
Liverpool got depth now.
But yeah, 20 goals this season. He has scored the most headed goals since the start of last season, bar Calvert-Lewin. And Calvert-Lewin is somewhat of a basketball player.
Yeah.
Last year he was dunking on them bitches.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jota, ridiculous signing. Salah didn't get his customary goal. Was dragged. He was my fantasy football captain, and that really jarred me.
Looking a bit like he hasn't got that cutting edge.
Is there a bit of a fuzz on
Just
him?
went through heartbreak as well, man.
Yeah.
He had laser eye surgery in the week. In
You know, probably went
Oh,
blind for
what?
like 20, you know, probably went blind for like 20 seconds, like after they shone the laser in his eye and he took the pen.
I saw something on Twitter saying that Egyptian fans have been doing that for ages. I don't know if that's true.
Yes, it is, and they did it last week against Senegal as well. So
they shone the laser into his eye.
No. They do that to opposition teams.
Oh, so it happened
Regularly.
to them. And
Yeah.
So it's actually facts, yeah?
Facts,
Yeah.
Happened last week
I
against
love that,
Senegal.
man.
Bro, that penny was awful as
It
well.
was
like,
disgusting.
It's a shocker. I think he rushed it a little bit.
Yeah,
He just wanted it over with. But yeah, laser
he
eye
just wanted to
surgery.
go home.
Yeah, no.
Do you think there's a bit of a fuzz on him, Jess? A little bit of a funk around Mo at the minute.
they're saying
The whole contract thing, but then I saw
No.
something today saying that he is
Close.
edging closer.
it's not the contract, man. We all know what he done.
Do
He's
you reckon he's
paying for
he's gonna sign the contract and he's just gonna turn?
no, he's paying for his sins. Brother, it's haram to celebrate Christmas, brother. We haven't
That's
forgotten.
because he's celebrating. I see
We
Bevers is going
are
to
not
celebrate
doing
Christmas. Like,
this.
oh.
We're doing this, Dan, because brother, we're not doing it.
All
Then.
part of the
See?
Abrahamic religions. We share profits.
Oh no!
and
Before we
stuff.
move on, so fucking Trent Alexander-Arnold got a lovely assist
yeah,
on the weekend.
Yeah,
Trent,
he looked a bit bigger.
Trent looked a bit different.
The gym.
yeah.
Afro was a
yeah,
bit
the
lower.
new trim. Yeah.
What?
He
He
got rid
meant
of the
that.
dreads.
He meant that.
That was a. I'm here, bitch.
I'm here.
Yeah. Don't forget about
Alexander
me, Joe Gomez.
Trent Alexander,
Joey
Joe
boy,
Gomez,
man.
Joseph.
Who knew he had it in him?
TAG.
I swear, like I saw him cross it, and I said, "Wait, hold on." And then they said, "Joe Gomez with the cross." I said, "Wait, hold on, hold on."
Yeah. No.
Wait, started 11. What? Joe
Because
Gomez.
I saw it start 11 before the game started, and I looked at him right away. I'm like, 'cause that's the only thing that stood out for me. A bit different. I was like, the dynamics are going to be all different, and they were all different. Liverpool weren't attacking the way they always attack, but I think he's intelligent enough to know that. And he said, when I get the chance, I'm gonna show them that I can do both. Shout out Eddie.
Crazy.
And yeah, like, what is he more solid than Trent going
He
backwards?
must have had whipping excursion on repeat before.
The whole way to the training ground, didn't
They
it?
showed the highlights. He done about 3 or 4 of them crosses.
Yeah, there was
I
quite.
was thinking like
Whip.
fair play because I've seen him play right back before. I think I mentioned it in the group,
Yeah.
and it didn't look that great. I
it
remember
looked
Sane,
like right back,
chesting one. He couldn't see the flight of the ball, or he didn't judge the flight of the ball and where Sane was, and Sane chested it. I'll never forget it at Anfield. Chested it, rasped it, and I was like, "Oh, that's a centre back playing it right back."
But he's obviously like looked at
He
himself
can
in
do
the
both.
mirror,
Yeah,
and just said, "This is what I've got to do." And now he's
applied
doing it.
himself, man. That's what.
Simple
That's
as
what I like.
that. Like, he's making improvements before, because he was establishing the team before Trent, right?
Same time.
Because I think his injury, I might
He
be
was
wrong.
centre back with VVD.
No, he was
and then
right back
He
first.
got injured.
No, he was right back
They were
first.
putting him there when my man was injured.
When Trent was injured. Okay, Liverpool fans, like all 5 of you, let us know.
There's a lot of Liverpool fans.
I'm
There's
not
loads of
involved.
Liverpool
I'm not
fans.
involved.
From like, what was it when the 1980s when this?
John Barnes, who are the black people that played for Liverpool that makes all the...
And then now they're
TT
all coming out to
TT
woodwork.
Kamara.
Now that they're winning, yeah.
TT Kamara. Yeah, wow.
Was he from Cameroon, French?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. But no, like, good on Joe Gomez.
Watford fucked up just before that.
Yeah.
Big chance.
But it wasn't that big. It's on his left foot.
He's left-footed.
Kuka.
Kuka.
But these are the big saves that Alisson makes, and I'm just like,
what it does.
oh, you're
It
actually
does.
so good. You're back. You're kind of back because I was doubting him. There've been a few errors across the last season or so.
But his dad died, man.
Anyone understand Italian?
Yeah.
Fino, what's that say?
I didn't see what it said, but I speak fluent Italian. No, honestly.
You're continental.
What was the letters? F-I-N-O.
Fino, something else.
You see,
Anyway,
like, you see the picture when he's holding like the meat for the barbecue, like at international break. Alisson, and everybody was like, "Big man, you're doing the rock thing, right?"
What meat?
Because like Alisson was holding like skewets of meat for a barbecue, and people were just like, "Big man, you're doing the wrong thing."
What's wrong with that?
Because like obviously international break, you're not meant to really be doing enjoyment. You're meant to be trading, or you're meant to be like.
Fuck that
Yeah,
shit, man.
they've qualified.
on,
Brazil
that
are
shit.
cruised it.
No.
And
see.
Fabinho penalties
Oh, he
Oh,
doesn't miss.
doesn't miss.
no.
Doesn't miss. Best penalty taker at the club.
What was I going to say, though, about Liverpool? Oh, so everyone's talking about how Thiago's so silky on the ball, yeah? Like, it's lovely to watch, yeah? No one appreciates Firmino.
Bobby Firmino.
Bobby Firmino.
Bobby.
Yeah,
Mate.
he's had his
These
had his
people-
time in the sun.
Do me a favour and just watch. Put
Nice
him on
little
player
rotate squad player. Man.
Yeah,
Nah, he's bigger
Yeah.
than that.
yeah.
He's bigger than that, SP. You don't understand.
He used to
anything.
be like 5 years.
He was the man.
Now, gone past that.
Yeah, father time, man. Father time. Man City. Yeah, so Liverpool put the pressure on City and temporarily went top. I think that's their 10th league win in a row for Liverpool, which is a ridiculous level. We've probably got the 2 best Premier League teams
Yeah,
going head to head that we've
that
ever
City
seen.
win was just like,
And then City just said
It was just
pressure.
normal.
bro, it's just the City. I've
Pressure?
seen the City win like I think 157 times. I've
You know,
seen
like,
the City
good
win.
Pressure.
goal, like, it's just like
Just bully
do something
them.
new.
Oh, KDB's goal was a bit mad as well. It's Buki, like he's come across from the right and he's still managed to hit it straight.
Yeah.
It's just like
I watched that in slow mo so many
Jars me.
times. Yeah, his eyes just track that ball like a laser. Like they do not divert.
The power.
He's a technician. Yeah,
He's slapping the ball.
I think Pope was a bit stiff for the second goal.
Sorry, this is a bit mad.
It's a bit of a robot the way he
he's
went
not
down.
like-
Allegri guy, man.
He's just not like in person.
Agility
I
is
feel
not
like
really
he's
his
just he's not got the agility still.
He's just very tall.
He's just really tall. Like he's like your average like carpenter from Burnley. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Stoney.
Yeah, he
but
let
he's just not
himself
got
down.
it. But for me,
should
like
win.
Gundogan's goal, especially with the way City play it, like it's just so boring now. It's like, for goodness sake, like do something new, please.
I love
That's
Gundogan.
boring, man.
No, Chris, I do listen to. Hey, Chris, like City don't excite me.
Not anymore. It's just like you know what they're gonna do.
Same
Think about City for me, yeah?
passing.
They suffocate
I
people.
was
He's
watching them
clean.
and their shape, doesn't make sense. They play with like a front four. Like when they've got the ball at the back, they're so confident with their centre backs on the ball and their full backs that they've got like a front 4/5 just in a line.
Imagine knowing that your team are going to keep the ball every time.
What made it worse for me was
80%
Burnley,
possession.
like Burnley
Fucking
tried to
mad.
play like a high line, and when they tried to do the whole high line thing, City, I'm pretty sure all their players just turned around and said, "Get low, these guys."
Yeah,
we do.
cute.
And literally, like they just weren't. City just weren't having it. They were just passing the ball around. Burnley tried to play the high line. Gundogan got it just between the two centre backs, and he's literally turned. They've both like stepped back, like yo. They've had to really run back again, and then City started recycling the ball again.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then go and score, and it's like,
Yeah, it's easy for them.
So predictable.
So we are saying the title race is firmly on. Obviously, they're saying that whoever wins the Liverpool City game wins the league.
Yeah, I keep seeing that.
Next
I can
weekend
see
is
that.
as well, isn't
yeah.
it? But there's so much other games that they got after that. That it's like, come on, like
And
they're
they're
just
both-
trying to build it up.
do
like,
they rarely drop points?
Yeah, but
But yeah, to say that if
To
you
say
win,
that
no,
after that,
SB, you're
that's-
very right. Yeah, to
No,
say
but
you
I
win the
think,
league
yeah.
after winning that,
there's 8 games after.
yeah,
that,
you're in
like,
a great
games.
position.
Who's your favourite SB?
How does this keep happening to us, like, as Man United fans? Like, it's fucked.
This is Dan.
What this?
No,
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 this
not
having to
performances.
talk about Liverpool and City. Sickening.
What they say?
I think City. You know,
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think City's gonna turn it on them in that game when they play them next week.
interesting. I think
Big
Diaz
games, they
is
turn
still
up.
out.
Yeah, he's still
Ruben
out.
Diaz is still out. I
That's
think
what I
he's
kept
out.
saying.
Oh
So
yeah,
in that case, that's
yeah,
what's he
sorry.
doing
That's
here?
why.
Actually, sorry.
Yeah.
That is a
So
big
then for that case, that's what's he doing here?
because Laporte, he's crap.
Oh, you
He's
don't have
media
Laporte?
off the comments he made during the week, you know.
No, but even though
He's an
What were the
absolute
comments for
dosser.
the gaffers? What were the comments,
He
Chris?
said something about like they've won like 11 titles. I can understand why rivals would be upset, and it's like
he said the noisy neighbours or
that
something.
noisy
about the
neighbours. It was
bro.
like
It's
you're
bro.
a meaty little like
Listen here, Laporte.
interesting individual.
Man City, you guys can't fill your stadium for Champions League games, for
So
Prem
they sold us
games.
Real
like
Madrid.
10
Give
pounds
out
or something.
tickets for free. That's what you do. You
Is
give
that
out
what matters,
tickets for
though?
free.
Because I thought what
Listen,
matters-
they brought out stats the other day about City's the most, I think, the most revenue or something. It's a lie. They fixed the figures. You can't fill your stadium, which is like a 40,000, 50,000 stadium. How can you
If you
have the
allow
most
me,
revenue?
if you allow
You
me,
don't sell anything worldwide
you allo-
because no one knows you
if
worldwide.
you allow me to play devil's advocate,
In Africa, they just know you as Manchester.
Africa's not a country. If
No, I
you,
didn't. No, I
He
didn't.
didn't-
I
he
said
didn't
in
say
Africa.
country, yeah.
I know he didn't say that.
You think I'm one of them people that don't know that Africa? the
Um,
ones that say, "Oh, what's Africa?" Oh, yeah, it's a
SB,
country.
if you don't mind me playing devil's advocate very briefly,
Go on,
as a supporter of a football club,
go on.
would you rather your team fill the stadium or win trophies?
Fill the
Honestly.
stadium.
Okay, that's probably what's
Fill the
happening.
stadium.
United then.
For your
Winning.
club.
Winning something. So yeah, next week we're going to be watching Liverpool and Man City go at it. Gaffers, let us know in the comments who is going to come out on top there.
Also, let us know because what I'm gonna be doing now as well. I'm gonna change my hairstyle every week. I'm cutting off my hair and I'm gonna do what like Pogba does. So let us know. Vote in the comments below.
Maybe he done it because it's obviously a special time of the month.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Cancel
it's
that.
It's the holy month. Ramadan Mubarak. Yeah, so whilst City and Liverpool will be playing for the most illustrious title in British football and sport, Man United will be watching from the sidelines again. Another year about silverware. Another formation which we can't really work out. And another Ronaldo absence.
Okay, guys, I didn't actually see the game again, so
You didn't want to watch that game.
You didn't want to see
You
that.
didn't miss much.
I almost smashed my forehead.
I'm gonna just comment on United as a whole.
Yeah.
Okay, but before we get to there, Harry Maguire getting booed in the week for England.
Oh,
Why were they going on about that like it was some big deal? Like, bro, he
Everybody
got
needs to
booed.
stop.
Acted like he got abused.
I thought the whole thing was very weird. I'm not sure why he'd get booed at an England game. I thought that was weird. It's probably peer pressure and people just jumping on a wave. I also think that, the tickets being available for like whatever, however much they were, Probably change the composition to a younger, more Twitter savvy audience. And Harry Maguire takes a kicking on Twitter.
Oh no, it was like a young audience. I was there on Tuesday, and it was like they're young kids to the point where the kids were actually throwing paper airplanes onto the pitch while the game was just going on. They were just like, "What?" And people going like, "Way," and land pitch, "Hey," and it was mental. But besides that, yeah, Harry Maguire, like, it's so bloody childish. He's getting booed. Tottenham were literally like seconds away from coming out saying we'll never walk alone.
That
like,
was
they could have said
the weird part. So yeah, he has been awful for England. Sorry, for Man United this season at points, and probably is lucky to have been called up if it's based on performance. But he's played fairly well for England.
No one's played badly for England
during his
no
time. So I
one
think it's
played
weird for him
badly.
to be. He probably is more likely to have been booed at Old Trafford, but he hasn't. So that's why I found it was weird. But I think the reaction was a bit over the top. Like Spurs coming out with like abuse and stuff like that.
Everyone
Like stop the
all
abuse.
the PR people
We're
coming
all
out
one
after.
team. Like
Support
come
us,
on.
like we gotta win the
It's
World
so
Cup.
bloody childish. Like, if you play terrible for a season, that is the nicest thing probably anybody's gonna do for you when they probably get to see you. Like, boo. Like, Pogba's played worse, and we've all heard like what black players go through when they play worse. But man got a young boo, and it's like, oh my days. Like,
the thing is he didn't actually say anything himself.
No.
just annoying
He
to
just said
me,
a
but-
good week with away with the
and then
international
Luke
team.
Shaw's
That's
comments
fair.
don't help either, saying I feel loved when I play for England. Like, every United fan was just like, what do you mean?
Bro,
I'm
I
playing
think
for
accountability has to be taken by these players, man. They haven't been at the required level, so stop bitching and sending sneak disses.
England. Ooh, we volleyed him with those.
Great
You know
start
what
to
is
the
it?
game.
United players just have to stop talking to the media. Just stop talking. Like, stay away from the media.
Yeah, we don't need that, and we need them to start performing. Drew 1-1 with Leicester, probably fortunate.
Very lucky.
With the VAR decisions falling in United's favour. My low light of the whole thing was Elanga tackling Rashford, who was on course to return back to the big time, get his goal, score the winner again, and everything that has occurred across the last 12 to 18 months be forgotten. But Elanga had other plans and tackled Rashford,
That's
which
a real
was
enemy of progress.
we need to just can't we just forfeit the season? Like,
You can.
can't you see like
it looks like we're doing it.
see like a football manager, you just go on holiday.
Well, you know, like FIFA,
Or
like,
FIFA
you just
can
go to like the
simulate.
socket and just turn off
Yeah.
the whole console.
Bro, because they don't care. So why should we care? 'Cause
Sim
they
the rest of the
clearly-
season.
They clearly don't give a fuck. Like, all of them players don't care. None of them.
So
It's tragic.
I think when we first started Armchair, I was saying that Manchester United are going to be, or already are, the next AC Milan, you know, like a sleeping giant that's just going to be dormant for a little while. Prior to coming live, SB was saying, are they the next Liverpool? You know, the whole 30-year thing. I want to know what you guys think. Are United going to go through like a patch of 30 years where they're not challenging for the league and they're still a relevant club? You know, the odd success here, maybe in the FA Cup.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe a
European
Champions
success.
League.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But-
An old pundit maybe that used to play for United talking on TV.
Like a guy
Like
with
the good
Neville.
old
Like a
days.
Souness and talking
Yeah.
about the good old days.
Like, are United at risk of that? Because I think you were talking about the whole revenue thing and how they've finally been overtaken by
That's a
City.
lie. That's a lie.
Yeah, we know it's a lie.
Okay.
But
Cooking
like,
the books.
yeah, but I'm saying like,
Cooking it.
are you United like? Can they rescue it? Can they turn it around, or are they going to fall into that category of a has been?
Jess, I actually don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to predict. I would
actually
hope
don't know,
not.
Jess.
But as it stands, we are what, 8 years in?
10.
Is it 10?
10 from our last title.
No, 9.
No. Next year will be 9.
Five.
No. 2013, Fergie won the league. Yeah,
So
12.
it's 9 years right now.
2013.
Wasn't it 12 with Van Persie?
No,
2013.
12 City won it. 13
So
we
with 13,
won it.
14. So 13, what? 12, 13? Or was
Yeah,
it
no,
13,
12,
14?
13.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So
Yeah.
it'll be 10 years.
So it's 9 years since the league, but you have won the UEFA
Something.
Europa.
Europa League, yeah, which is
Bro, I hope we come like 8th or something. I don't want us to be in no European
Do
competitions.
you know what's like?
We're not getting Champions League, so I don't want us to be in any European competitions. No Thursdays traveling to what's your country that you like?
Transnistria.
Transnistria
yeah.
games and stuff. Like that. Haven't got time for that. Let's just focus. Get a new manager. Hopefully, we can clear out some of these players, which I don't think we're gonna
Like
do
who?
because we're offering Luke Shaw contracts. Like, why
Yeah,
are we
contract
offering
talks
Luke
started
Shaw
there. Yeah.
contracts? Like,
Clear out players
this
like
is our
who?
problem.
Who you want to clear out?
The whole team. We should keep 4 players.
Sancho.
De Gea, Varane, and even Varane's been horrible this year. But
The
I'll
injuries
keep
of
De Gea, Varane, Sancho, and Bruno. 4.
Bruno signed that new deal.
Not Fred.
He's not good enough for Man United.
You know what's really funny? United haven't won the Premier League since 2013. My young sister was born in 2012. All she knows is Man City. You know, if you ask her, because she watches a little bit of football, she only watches it when I watch it. And when you ask her, like, who do you support, United or City? She says City. You ask her, why do you like City? Oh, because like anytime I turn on Sky Sports News, they're always winning.
They're joking,
And the revenue.
They're getting it done.
That's all she's witnessed. The whole
The
life.
revenue.
Playing
For
ball.
10 years,
Chris, or you
that's
can
all she's witnessed.
ask her what the average attendance is at the Etihad. That's
She
where
won't know that.
that's
yeah.
where you'd have her cornered.
But it
That's where you get
actually
your small
stuns
win.
me that she
We're
would say, like,
finished.
because City just always win. In terms of United yesterday, that was an actual shocking performance. Like, it wasn't even boring.
It was compared to Soccer Aid, is what it was being compared to.
Nobody ran. Like, Pogba was
Both
just
teams, though.
jogging. You know what it is, yeah? I don't expect Leicester
To come out
and proper, like, put in a 9 out of 10 performance. Then Dizzy went in the midfield. He's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, big loss.
Vardy apparently was saying that he's not like fully fit to come back. United, this was the
Fofana
opportunity.
just came back. Johnny Evans is now back as well.
You expect
Johnny Evans looked like a Rolls Royce yesterday.
You expect United to
Classic.
just go at it like for the full 90, just attack the game.
I do
do
think that
that.
first 45 minutes playing, or 45 plus minutes, playing without a striker and Pogba and Bruno taking it in turns
Oh,
to
it was
pretend to be a
That's
nine.
Ragnick. And yeah, like I used to back Ragnick because it's not really Ragnick's fault because these players, but mate, he's not helping the situation.
I think
At
that
all.
experiment, yeah, as they said, it didn't
Play
work
Rashford.
against City-ish. Yeah.
He's bleeding.
But then
We're
again,
bleeding.
Gary Neville was putting out pleas and cries as he does and bemoaning that Rashford didn't start. But then Rashford hasn't been playing well. So I don't know why it comes as a surprise to him as such. He is a striker.
Nobody's played well.
He is
for
a
like the
forward.
last, like, year. Like, nobody.
You know, it's one of those things. Sometimes with your players that are out of form, maybe you got to play them back into form.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Play it. He's not
United
playing.
aren't in the position to be taking chances like that. But we all know what he can do when he is in form. So it's a difficult one. Woo.
Yeah, and he came on and nearly
Thought that was
scored. But
You know-
Alanga was playing at centre back. for
See,
Leicester.
yesterday, I was watching that performance. I was outside watching it. I almost wanted to smash my phone yesterday. Like,
Don't
I
let it
was
get
coming
to
close to just smashing it. and
Don't let it
walking
get to
away.
you, Chris. Don't let him get to you.
Because yesterday, like, none of them, like, there was no intensity to the whole game yesterday for United. It was just jog.
The Jogba, Jogba allegations are
It's like there was just no intensity. Nobody said, yeah, let's go out there and win this. Let's
that
do
classic
this.
scruff of the neck.
No scruff for the neck. There was no nothing. And you know what? I said to myself yesterday.
Isn't Tom McTominay supposed to be that guy?
Oh, he was
Listen,
awful.
passion don't
Sorry,
win you
Scott
leagues,
McTominay is
bro.
awful.
Passion don't win you leagues.
He marks
and that is
defenders.
He's so. He so. Do you see him try to switch the play yesterday? It was so silly.
Sorry, time out. This is why at the start of the show I said I'm angry. I got 3 United fans. Yeah, fucking angry. I don't like this.
I'm good to move on because it's just bringing back. I'm getting
Bad
PTSD,
memories.
man.
I want to say
I'm-
some things though.
I'm fine.
I think Varane's been a great signing for Manchester United. I don't think, but I was just looking at his career. Yeah, he's always played with a big boss next to him, whether it's at France or Real Madrid or in Guadeloupe.
Big boss.
Martinique. Yeah, but playing with Maguire, I just don't think you're going to see the best of him. But he's
You see, we get the same opinions.
yeah, no, it's fact. Remember, like I'm not blind. I say wild things, yeah, but that's mainly the drugs talking. But what?
Let's not talk about it. You're gonna get through that. But yeah, United
you
seem
know.
to have fluffed top 4, and as it stands, look like we could possibly fluff Europa and end up in the conference Johnston
God forbid.
Saint
God
Paint
forbid.
Trophy.
Johnson's Paints Conference.
Bro.
It's crazy.
If we
Jones
ever-
looks more entertaining.
Bro.
Jess, what did you want to talk about?
No, you a few weeks ago before Champions League, I was like, "Do United beat Atletico?" You're like, "Yeah, we beat them," and you didn't, and I haven't spoke to you about that since. Where was that confidence coming from? Was it more
From
hope?
watching the first leg and watching Atletico, and I was thinking there's somewhat of a busted flush, but they seem to have put a great run of form together. And did they perform well?
He's not slow. My man's not slow.
Not gonna
Nah.
answer.
I don't know why that's
Decent.
Oh, that's why. It's black. That's why.
I did the same thing for Eric.
Quickly, guys, as well. Before
Yeah, that was my answer.
So we know. Fair answer.
You not tuned up. Yeah.
I didn't tune out, but I thought that was Morata. I was running with 98.
No,
98
no,
pace,
no.
doing stepovers. Morata said, what?
You know, I did the same thing to
Right, I
Eric
could
Bailly
do
when
that.
I watched him at Ivory Coast. I said, why is it Eric Bailly playing for United more? Then I saw him try to do like a bicycle kick just outside the box, and I said, that's why he don't play for United, you know?
I was going to say, on the subject of Manchester United, the biggest club in the world, as Gary Neville likes to remind us every time he gets a chance. New manager, Ten Hag or Poch Hag? Ten Hag? Poch Hag?
Gotta go
Ten Hag.
What about Zidane Hag?
You don't like England.
His wife said no, man. Like, he ain't going.
It's a no for me. He's
Luis
not given.
Enrique keeps being mentioned as well.
He don't want to come. Let's stop forcing these man. Let's stop doing it. I guarantee you, Richard Arnold's on the phone to him like, hey, you want to come over? And he's like, no, I don't want to come
That's a dead colour
over.
as well.
Like, go away. Like, United right now, in terms of attracting players and managers, it will always be, if a manager can come to United, get United a Premier League and a Champions League, it's an achievement, 100%. But do you know what you need to do before you can even do that? You need to clear the decks. Some of these men need to hold their jerseys, hold it in their hand really neatly, and just throw it in the bin and look for new clubs instantly.
It's tough when they're being paid big money to not play.
Exactly.
Man, have made it.
That's
Man,
the
just come
problem.
to United and say we've made it. I don't need to work no more.
Big money to not play. It's tough to walk away from that.
I'm probably going to say this so many times over the next 19 years or 30 years to United win the trophy
not
again.
long.
This is just testament to how much of an influence Sir Alex was on the club.
Yeah, and he also holds us back in some senses. But this is another
It's a shame
podcast
that he's
altogether.
not going to see you guys another trophy before he passes on.
But they'll do a Walt Disney for him. But it's like, it's terrible over there. It's terrible over there. Like, it's actually nasty to the point where you see like Arteta. Yeah, Arteta wasn't having Aubameyang. Where's Aubameyang right now? Not at the club.
About to play in a minute. Was it on now?
That's very soon, yeah.
He wasn't feeling.
He's eating, yeah.
He wasn't feeling Guendouzi. Guendouzi's not at the club. United, we struggle to let players go because if we do let them go, what happens next? Like United, there's no structure to United at all, man.
Yeah, hopefully when Ralph goes upstairs to his office,
Ralph's not going upstairs.
He can sort things out. We'll see.
He's going to watch T20 cricket every time and always probably has a little reminder. I'm meant to be somewhere, and then it comes to him. I'm meant to be at United. At the office, but he sent me to come watch T20.
I hate pessimists. But moving on to West Ham, who got the job done, putting a bit more pressure on Frank Lampard, the chosen one.
Guys,
7 losses in 11 games. It's getting scary. 3 points above the relegation zone with a couple games in hand.
Scary hours.
Playing Burnley on Wednesday, which is
Guys.
like a Champions League final. But just at the bottom of the Prem.
Scary
Everton are
hours.
in deep water.
Guys, I've got a friend of mine, yeah, who doesn't talk to me anymore because last season I said I fancy Everton to get top 4. Yeah.
Oh,
my God, I remember that.
And now, yeah, he's looking at me and laughing even harder now. Do you know how stupid I look? Do you know how stupid I look?
We've all been there, man.
I was watching Everton today. They were losing 1-0. No, they just conceded. No, they just equalised. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, Mason Holgate with a collector's item.
It was a
They
deflection.
were playing all right as well.
They weren't. Yeah, it wasn't
There were
as
shades
bad
of
as
a
I thought
good
it would be.
performance.
Yeah,
But I'm watching it, yeah, and I'm seeing Alex Iwobi buzzing around, yeah.
He was all right as well.
I was rating him today.
Oh my gosh, you
But-
guys are
No,
but
mad.
he was
Please let me speak, please.
He was punching through balls.
Yeah, exactly through the lines. Yeah. But everyone's
Anyway,
gonna
yeah,
say he
watching
played poorly.
Iwobi, yeah, and I was like, this is it was 1-1 by the way, and I was like, this is everything that was wrong with Arsenal. Yeah, you're doing a lot of this. Yeah, a lot of this. There's a lot of this going on. He's getting on the ball, lovely, showing through it, gets on it, turns. If not, sets it back, gets it back, turns, trying to pass through the lines, trying to hit the wingers. He's doing a lot here, but like it's not going anywhere. Yeah. And as I'm thinking that, ball falls to him under no pressure, loses it, Antonio steams in, shoots, parries, Bowen on his right foot, goal, yeah?
I felt
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sorry for him, man.
Yeah, he
So,
didn't deserve
yeah.
that.
He was running backwards, man. He was shaking his.
Yeah,
He's
he's
shaking
shaking his head.
He knew.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
You know,
I felt for him, yeah, but as an Arsenal fan, yeah, I'm like, this is what was holding us back. This, and Arteta let him go. No, who sold him? Emery or Arteta?
I think it was Emery. I think.
I think it actually was him. Actually,
Yeah, but either way, I think Arteta would have got him gone as well. Anyways, that's one of the things. But Everton as well, you're paying for your sins. You're all paying for your sins. I'm not scared to say it. Yeah, you know what you've done, Everton, as a club. I'm scared to say it, so I'm not gonna say it.
What did they do?
Okay.
Oh,
Allegedly.
Oh,
I'm saying. So you know why you're in the dunya, because you're doing fuckery.
bro, they got Burnley during the week.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I might watch that as the Champions League, mate.
That's gonna be hot. That one.
it's so scary.
That one's gonna be lit.
Let's talk about Frank.
Surviving.
Let's not talk to Frank here, which I might need to do. But let's talk about Frank.
Bless him.
Struggling.
Silver spoon.
Keeps blaming the players as well. Distancing
Bitch ass.
himself.
What did he say today?
I didn't hear his comments after the game today,
This guy's
but
not bad
there
with
was a
Ronaldo.
fair bit of distancing
Excuses.
himself from the players. Like the players have to do better. Yada yada yada.
This guy's wicked.
All I ever heard. All I ever
Look at
heard.
the ball. I told you he's the best. I told you before. He's the best.
It's a great
All I
pass.
ever hear from Frank is, oh, you know,
Sorry guys, watching you.
these problems have been there from before, you know.
You know what it is with that guy?
Distancing
These problems
himself.
have been there
Just
from
such
before.
I wouldn't say idiot, but he's an idiot. Like
He's
Frank
idiot.
Lampard, sometimes it's like, bro, you did this at Chelsea. This is what got you in trouble with the likes of Rudiger. This is what got you the likes. This is what gets you in
Bench
trouble.
Rudiger.
He tried to say it on Rudiger for a hot sec, and I remember I was listening to somebody else like on another podcast talk about Frank being his manager at Derby, and he was like, he done the same thing to us too, and it's like, big man, just stop. Just say we didn't do well today. Not they didn't do well. We didn't do well.
The
And maybe we get a
separation
result.
is interesting.
just
The
so-
Donny van der Beek loan goes from strength to strength. Injured in the warm up, couldn't
I've
play.
given up on him.
Whoa, hold on,
Whole
hold
thing
on.
stinks.
He needs Ten Hag to save him.
That Donny van der Beek loan has got nothing on the Dele Alli purchase.
Wow.
Oh, I saw him warming
They
up
actually
today.
They actually bought him.
Well, they have to pay for him if he plays 20 games. But I think at the time he signed, Everton only could have played 19 and a half games. Like, it's just...
Mad technical, ain't it?
Yeah,
It's the half games for me.
yeah, they're the ones that really do it for me. Yeah, but I saw him warming up today and it was just like,
What are you doing?
what's going on? Michael Keane's got the Space Jams about him. Like, I don't know what has happened to him. I've never really sung his praises, but this season he's gone
He's bad.
from I don't know,
Weakness to weakness.
serviceable to
Wasn't he? I put it in
Cat-
the group. Yeah,
Cat
but
D.
wasn't he like the next one up? Like before John Stones came about, wasn't it Michael Keane?
Yeah, it
Or
was.
am I?
Mark Kinney.
You had Link-
I
he
don't
was getting
think
linked.
it was crazy. Yeah, what was it, Burnley to
Yeah, it was
Everton?
Burnley.
I don't
People
think
were
it was
saying-
ever like
He was getting raved about.
Stones level. I don't think it was Gomez,
Okay.
Like, he played for England.
Maguire level. Like, I don't
Okay.
think it was ever like
Okay.
that crazy. But he's got the Man United pedigree in it.
Well, yeah,
That was
United
from,
wanted him back
think-
at one point.
Yeah,
In the
I remember there
conversation
were
to come back
rumors.
to
Yeah,
United.
was that probably maybe Mourinho times?
Like
Maybe start Mourinho.
2017,
Yeah,
like, he was in the conversation to come back.
the rumors. But yeah, he's looked shocking, and yeah, Everton are in a big mess. West Ham strength to strength. Antonio didn't get a goal today, even though a graphic came up on the screen and said that he scored today, which was like when you're forcing an agenda, I guess.
I saw
got force on
a
agenda.
stat. Funny, it's reminded me from the Tottenham game about John Joe Shelby. It says John Joe Shelby has more red cards, 2 against Tottenham than goals against Tottenham. 1. No, wins.
Okay.
More red cards than wins, which is I thought was hilarious.
Wow, big up all the random stats. But yeah, Antonio gave Michael Keane hell today. Good to see Gerrard Bowen back from like a month and a bit out, and getting himself back on the score sheet. I think he definitely would have played for England in the last internationals if he
Should.
didn't get injured. So he could find himself in Qatar possibly.
I think he's gonna be there regardless.
Yeah, like
Just turning up.
just gonna pull up Christmas, go warm weather training,
Why not?
something.
Yeah, that.
I guess the Prem won't be running. Wolves beat Aston Villa yesterday as well.
Let's talk about Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard hype.
Let's talk about Gerrard.
DVG.
Let's talk about Stevie G, eh?
Steven Gerrard hype. Another one who's distancing himself
Another
and
one.
putting a line in the sand between himself and his players. I think he said, it's my job to fix it and the players' job to fix it. And if the players don't want to fix it, I'll get players in who can fix it. Help me fix
What's
it.
he want to do? Change the whole of Aston Villa?
I'm not sure what more he wants.
Like, you're at Aston
He
Villa,
got
bro.
Coutinho, right?
Yeah.
He got his ball back.
You've got players. You've got Danny Ings. You've got Watkins up front.
Yeah, Danny Ings couldn't play yesterday because he became a new father.
Cash,
That's normal.
he's
Matty Cash
international.
going to World Cup, Poland.
Tyrone
international.
Mings is at England international.
Yeah.
Do you know what I loved about
Digne.
when he first came when I think they beat Everton, or just before they played Everton, the walk like this, just looking at the Everton fans like this, and they were going nuts for him. You know, them Villa fans were going nuts for that. Oh, look at our manager, he's so cold, ice in his veins.
The Gerrard
he
effect.
has hot shit flowing through his head. Like it was absolutely piss poor. And what scares me about this is like he was like when he first came, everybody was saying that him going Villa is experience in the league for him to go to Liverpool.
Yeah,
And now kind of starts
his
to
contract runs out on the same day as Klopp's, I believe.
Please,
So-
Liverpool,
Please
sign
take him.
Gerrard.
Take him.
The stars are aligning.
Please.
Go back to fighting for Europa League.
Is he on-
again and
How was he so fast?
Good goalkeeping.
Do you sad?
Good goalkeeping.
Yeah. They're bad.
Yeah, they're struggling, man.
Yeah, should we just dust over the rest and go into some? We're gonna merge Conti Corner into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna do a separate Conti
Who
Corner.
else is there? Brighton, you can't.
Brighton.
Brighton haven't scored
Better pen.
a home goal since mid-January.
I saw the game.
We're in April.
They're struggles.
Was that against us that they scored that last goal?
Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
Would
they're
it
in
be
trouble.
Neil Morpay,
Yeah, can't buy
the
it.
shit house.
Villain.
I was actually quite happy when he.
Real villain. Yeah.
There's someone I want to miss.
Sometimes, you're on the other side of the coin. You can't always be winding people up and winning.
Well, it was a heavy
Waste,
pass, man.
Someone that deserves that.
Yeah.
Who else was there that played that this weekend?
And then you had
Ward-Prowse scored a lovely free kick.
Ward-Prowse
What a
again,
guy, man.
another free kick.
Yeah.
Standard
As you'd
procedure.
expect. Yeah. Oh, Cresswell's free kick today was crazy.
How do you?
Guys, I'm just watching like
It was
this
ridiculous.
Juve game, yeah. Looking at the centre backs, yeah. That's what made me realise, yeah. No other centre back moves the way Maguire moves. Every centre back is like an athlete. They can actually move.
It's a little bit of tech to it. It's the little like turn and they're gone. Maguire's like
He's wearing jeans.
He's wearing. Have you
He's
seen
wearing
the
boot.
pic?
Yeah, he's wearing the boot.
So yeah, there's a new thing.
I was dying.
There's a
I
new
was
thing.
dying, but I felt guilty. I don't know if you guys have seen this little clip of Maguire in FIFA wearing the bootcut jeans and like the
Timberlands or something.
They weren't Timberlands. They were
Caterpillars.
Caterpillars,
Yeah.
yeah. And I felt bad. I felt guilty because when I saw the Lukaku one, I was like, "That's racist, man. You can't do that." But when I saw Maguire, I'm like, "That's fucking funny." So I had to look at myself and say, "Jess, you can't have it both ways."
Don't cancel yourself. Yeah.
no.
So they're both racist. The Maguire one is also
Lukaku wasn't
racist.
even racist. He's just wearing Timberlands.
This was
bro.
racist, man.
No, but that's the New York fit. That's
Yeah.
the New York fit. Like
Come
the
on, y'all.
Timbs, the jeans.
Because you know he's
from
always
Brooklyn.
yeah. He's
Come on,
always
y'all.
got that
Rock
little
Nation in there,
accent
y'all.
on.
What makes me laugh about the whole turning thing is, like, Maguire, like, I don't understand. Like, do you not learn this like when you're in academy or when you're like at training?
Your body can either do it or it can't do it.
He's just like
Y'all.
like he's just like it looks like he's stuttering. Like,
In the
as he's
D-pad.
moving.
Talking of y'all.
It's weird.
What cup draw?
Oh, wait, hold on. Are we done with Prem?
Yeah, there's not much more. Arsenal play Crystal Palace tonight. If you're watching on and listening, sorry,
Do you
on
think Arsenal
Monday.
win that game, guys?
It's a good game. Crystal Palace should have won at the Emirates, but I'm not sure if their vibe is as vibey as it was then. I'm not sure, and I think the form that Arsenal are in, Arsenal probably do it.
It's only now I've really understood how important form is. Because you look at like not just the result, but how they've been playing. Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I watch their games, and they're playing quite well. Hard to beat. And they got this young kid. Yeah, I don't even heard of him. Yeah, he's just on violence. Martinelli. He just wants to.
Yeah.
Why, Nelly? We gonna say mine Odegaard.
No, Martinelli. Odegaard's not on violence. He's on finesse.
Bro, he's on ultimate. Did you see what he was doing for Norway the other day?
Yeah,
was taking
flexing.
He's just doing
It's a bit
this and
monkey.
this.
A bit
Playing
flexing.
against some
But yeah, no,
farmers.
Arsenal won that game. Let's talk
Yeah, they
about a few things. World Cup
World Cup
draw.
draw.
Have you got the groups there?
I think I do.
I just want to say something.
I love
yeah?
our group, man.
Well,
Gareth
Jamaica
Southgate has been
qualify.
blessed.
England.
Gareth Southgate
yeah.
has been
Oh,
blessed
was
with
it-
I know the
groups.
last three
England, like,
international tournaments have been like a walk. The last two have been like a walk.
Are we doing
Yeah.
the whole we don't support England stuff?
2018.
Are we pretending?
Are we pretending? I hate when people we're gonna get this because it's gonna get to the World
I
Cup.
feel like
And you're gonna
And they're
hear
going to be
all of-
booking tables and in the fucking functions,
Just
taking up
throw
space.
that, just will throw that whole pint up in the air.
I don't drink pints no more.
You're gonna hear people.
Red wine only.
I can't support.
Red wine. He's
can't
definitely
support-
not throwing that pot in the air,
can't
but he'll throw
support
a fist.
England,
Like,
you know.
yes.
Look at it. Look what
wait.
they
Before
done.
we get to the groups, yeah, I want to talk about the teams that aren't there. But more importantly, I want to talk about the African teams that aren't there.
Why?
Because I think it's a travesty.
Because you're African.
I think it's a travesty.
I felt like a personal attack, you know.
Because you're African.
I think it's a travesty.
Why Jamaica?
I think it's a travesty that so many
Jamaica aren't there either.
Yeah, I know.
guys. Can I speak or what's going on?
There's no Andre
today?
Gray at the
Who
World
have we
Cup.
become? I feel.
What a
Or
shame.
Kamal Roof.
What a shame.
I feel like I'm being attacked here because
No, get
Go
your
on,
bars
go.
off, man.
Gotta get your bars off.
no Algeria, no Egypt, no Ivory Coast.
No Algeria.
Yeah,
Who did
no
they lose to?
Cameroon.
They've qualified the most World Cups, in African history.
Cameroon.
Their football heritage, man.
I'm just saying, like, I think it's a bit unfair. I don't think Africa need any more than 5 spots for the World Cup. Yeah,
It's a
6.
it's a big
fucking
country.
continent.
But if you look at it's big. Yeah, there are 54
Big
countries. But if you look at the caliber of teams compared to the caliber of teams in Europe, for example, you can understand why you will get more. Yeah, I'm just being
Possibly,
fair.
yeah.
I think they should seed the African teams as well in their qualifiers, so that you don't get like Nigeria playing Ghana
Oh yeah.
and stuff like that.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. Like Nigeria and Ghana should never be playing each other for a spot. Senegal and Egypt should have never played each other. Algeria and Cameroon should have never played each other. Yeah, like Nigeria need to be playing Guinea-Bissau. Yeah, Ghana should be playing Comoros. Yeah, these are the people we don't need in the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because you're never gonna have a situation in CONCACAF, CONMEBOL.
I think it's probably CONMEBOL, yeah.
CONMEBOL is called.
Yeah, you never gonna have a situation in CONMEBOL where Brazil have to do a playoff with Argentina and
Or
one of them
Chile.
won't be at the World Cup. Like that will never happen. So I just think it's a bit unfair. But I did realize that bit of their Oceania,
Oceania, yeah.
they've got
Oceania.
like 6 or 7 spots.
It's crazy. But then, do
think-
they wash in different things which
I
aren't
don't know. I think
really-
one of the reasons might be because Qatar are the hosts.
Yes, in Group 1. And they won't be playing the opening fixture, which is fucking weird. Like,
What?
Yeah, what's that
It's all
about?
changing.
What
It's
happened?
all weird. I'm not sure. I think it kicks off with
It's
Netherlands?
Netherlands
No,
versus
England.
Senegal.
England.
no. No.
Senegal
What?
versus Netherlands.
Open fixture's
Yeah.
not England.
It's not. No, not because it's not Qatar either. Should be the open. Like that's like
I thought it was
Wait, I
Qatar.
thought it's England.
that should be set in stone.
Yeah, like you do
not
the
set in
ceremony.
stone. Yeah,
Like
man.
Brazil,
One
like
game
Brazil,
on that
Yeah, like-
opening day.
Guys, are you sure about this?
These times, I don't know who plays for Qatar.
I'll
I'll
some.
They've hired, or sorry, not hired, acquired,
You
and
mean borrowed.
yeah,
Correct word is
they've
borrowed.
borrowed some players.
This is going to be the most extravagant World Cup we've ever seen in life.
It's
though.
going to be the
That is what I
funniest.
will tell you.
Okay,
100%. That Arab money is a different
It's
type of
brand new.
money.
Here's Brad.
It's a different type of money.
I knew it was crazy when they built air conditioning into the stadiums.
Bro, you could probably take a train into the stadium. Probably there they
yeah,
have.
I don't want to get into the politics and the human rights around
Oh.
how these stadiums were built.
Oh, so
and
guys,
the
so
labour that was used.
you were right and I was wrong. So it is Senegal take on Netherlands. That's the first game, yeah.
Good game.
Followed by host Qatar versus Ecuador. But England also play on the first day.
Have you seen the
Okay.
groups though?
Yeah,
like, I
fair.
don't even think they're really
People,
that
are, you know, this
competitive,
group
like-
of death chat needs to go to sleep.
Is that
It's
one
boring.
Group H?
And that's not even a group of.
It's
Is that
not
the one
really,
with
is
Germany and Spain?
No,
in it?
Group H is Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea.
Oh come on, man.
I hope you.
South Korea just have
No,
Son.
man. Group H is Portugal,
Oh,
Canada.
Oh, he's wrapped it. Oi! South Korea just have Son, and who was the other team that you said as well?
Group H is not Canada.
Why have I got Canada
Who's
here?
got Canada?
Look,
Who's in
what-
Canada's
Why
group?
does that say Canada?
Was that the group that Canada's in?
It says Canada.
Who's in your? I've
Canada
got
ain't got Portugal.
Belgium,
I'm sure
Canada.
Canada's not
No,
in Portugal's
I've got Belgium, Canada, Mexico, Croatia.
Yeah, Canada's not in Portugal's
You
group.
can see it, don't it?
Yeah, no, 100%. I know that they're not. So I would've-
Anyways, favourites for the World Cup. Guys.
The bookies' favorites. Who are the bookies' favorites?
I don't know,
I've
but
got
mine
no-
are Brazil.
Probably Belgium or something.
You're a
like
bookie. Yeah, Brazil are bookies' favorites.
Listen, the Brazilian team is looking like when I was first born and I see the World Cup 1998, yeah? And I saw World Cup 1992 when I was first born.
Yeah.
It's looking like that. Like the defense, Marquinhos and forget that, Silva and
Silva.
Militao.
Mhm.
You got the old boy come back at right back. You got
It's crazy, isn't it?
I said on the others.
yeah. Who's the left back?
that. Tellez or you
That's
got
the one. Yeah.
someone else. There's
You
another
got
one as well.
Guimaraes, you got Paqueta, you got Fred, you got Fabinho.
Martinelli looking like he could possibly be the little bright spark.
If they take him.
Mine's just
No, he's definitely involved.
France or England.
I'm going with Germany this year.
Like France are my team. You going for Germany, yeah?
I'm going for Germany.
I think it's going to be a European team though.
I'm gonna just go for Germany.
European team, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Argentina are good this year as well. They've got a
Are
good
they?
team. Yeah, this is probably their best team.
Dude, but I feel like they're gonna fade
That's
out all over.
Squad
again.
wise, but this I'm not really excited for this World Cup. I saw the groups and I saw the teams in it. I was like,
Winter time.
I was
What
like-
calls it.
You're not excited.
Am I
but
gonna
you're-
be
What's wrong
excited
with
for
you lot?
some
You lot
of
getting.
these
You can't
things
be. We need to be excited for a
We
World
can't,
Cup.
bro, because the time these men start playing, I'm ready to go to bed, bro.
Do you know what's crazy?
The times are good this year, no?
Yeah,
No,
they're
because
good.
it's
They're
in,
good.
like, it's just the whole fact it's in
Like,
winter.
I think the latest game is 7 o'clock for us. That's what are you doing, Gant?
You know what's crazy?
You
The
hibernating?
World Cup, yeah.
They're ahead
The
of
World
us.
Cup should have been in 2 months.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's,
But I heard that they might do something. Oh, I saw Gary Neville saying now if we give a World Cup every 20 years,
20 years.
every 20 years to like a different continent,
Oh,
to like an Asian
Okay.
country, to an African country.
like, it being
So
in
then-
winter just kills the vibe for me. Like summertime
So
is when
then
you should be on your way to a pub or something.
We should
to
always,
watch
he
it.
said we should always, not always, but every 20 years we should break up our season to have a World Cup.
That is
the winter.
disgusting because when
That's
these men come
mad.
back from the World Cup,
They're cooked.
they're
bro.
gonna be finished.
Emotionally, physically.
Because look how Shaw and Maguire have played this whole season
thing
after
is
the
though,
highs
yeah,
of the fucking Euro
what,
final,
what I will
bro.
say is this though, yeah.
Go on.
Not everyone is there for the entire duration.
Yeah.
3 games.
Yeah.
So some people are there for a week. Some are there for it's compressed, it's condensed. So it's only 4 weeks this tournament as opposed to like 5 or 6. So I think some people will be there for a week, some 2, some 3.
Okay.
Only like 4 teams will be there for the entire.
But then you need the
And there's no
the
pre-games.
preamble though. It's going on international duty, training, acclimatizing.
Yeah,
The
no, it's not
moving.
ideal.
Yeah,
How
and then
long-
coming back
How
and having
long's
to
the
acclimatize.
break from when the season breaks and
That's
then
what
it
I'm trying
goes
to
to the
figure
World
out.
Cup?
I'm not sure categorically, but I think the season will be off for about 7-8 weeks.
Do you know what makes it worse? The fact
I need
that
to
we
see
had COVID. COVID kind of stopped the league, and they came back later to come play it. They didn't really get a break like that.
Oh,
They
the
ended up going
players of-
straight.
yeah.
So these men are all basically running off fumes right now. Almost
Strain
at will.
is high.
It is literally nasty because these men actually haven't had a proper break where they've gone away, gone on holiday, chilled. These men have just been working.
Yeah,
straight
even
through.
the summer videos weren't really hitting this.
No,
this,
not
this
this season.
yeah. Oh, you know the off-season videos in LA and
Jesse Lingard, slow walk
Yeah,
on,
man.
on boulevards. Like,
we didn't really get to enjoy that.
or Rashford posing next to man like this, the one harder. It's just not working at all.
And then saying he didn't know that he was a rapper and making a statement to apologize.
Straight to the notes app.
November the 12th and 13th. Before
Okay,
resuming fixtures again on Boxing Day.
These men are finished.
that's a stretch.
What?
That's short though, isn't it?
No, because the World Cup kicks off on the 25th. So that means they get 13 days or 2 weeks beforehand. They go.
2 weeks is probably enough, innit?
Just like
Acclimatise.
you land off your flight and to the
but-
training ground. The flight's got to land on the training ground.
I
you
reckon they
probably
got
get that
acclimatized
in
more to
Qatar.
the heat than they would to the time.
I heard like Rio Ferdinand say they played like a pre-season friendly in Japan one time, and he just sat there and in the changing room. I think he said like he squeezed his jersey or something, and there was just so much sweat coming off the jersey.
I think
Yeah,
the-
but that's them old school jerseys.
The Nike dry fit now is it's a bit
technology now.
That's evaporated. That's gone.
But could you imagine what it must be like to play out there? Like,
yeah.
in that kind of
And they say that the weight that puts onto you is crazy as well. Those
legit.
old school shirts. But yeah, we've come a long way. But Brazil, bookies' favourites. England are gonna lead us down a path again, I'd imagine.
They'll do well, you know.
Semis.
I think that it depends on their road. But when you actually look at the teams, how many teams can beat England? There really?
Very few teams. They've got to be on their day.
I think England have a good squad, but I think there are a few teams that beat England.
I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of any teams, to be fair.
Fair.
Squad wise, like when you see squad wise, player for player,
I'm confident about it. I
I'm
think
confident. Bar like France.
Can you place Sterling and Saka in the same team?
We was doing that in the Euros.
decision making is what scares
Was
me
we not?
about England.
I'm trying to think.
We was doing
It's just
him,
clear cut decision
him and Kane.
making.
Saka, Sterling, Kane. It was.
And Harry Kane's decision making when it comes to playing for England.
Are we gonna add another one to the album of shoulda squared
we
it?
need him to be top 4.
Should have squared it. Should have cleared it off the line against Italy.
Stop
Doesn't
it.
square it off the line, and what happens? It's 1-1.
If we get Harry Kane, of Tottenham,
Mhm.
we win the World Cup.
The Harry Kane that's not trying to nick a move.
Because he even got the top goal scorer in the World Cup before, but he weren't.
Yeah.
He weren't even he weren't good at the World Cup.
No.
But if we get Harry Kane how he plays for Tottenham, we win the World Cup. But it's like, he's got that kind of thing like Rooney. It's like, oh, if Rooney plays, that's how he does for his club.
What ifs? A lot of what ifs. But yeah, we'll all be paying close attention to it, regardless of whether or not we're excited just yet. And Iran, USA, and other is like the most political group that we could probably put together.
Can you get even more political than that?
USA.
Iran against USA, bro.
Oh
Qatar.
shit!
In Qatar.
Could you imagine?
Fucking hell.
There's so many agendas at play here.
I want to know who actually put us. Like who put us? Like
I
who
saw that, I saw
decided?
right.
The balls were hot. You know where there's hot balls and cold balls, and you can pick which
England,
team you need to fix it
USA,
up.
And Iran.
Iran, and there's somebody else who's next join.
It's gonna be
Scotland,
Ukraine, Scotland, or Wales, possibly.
That's it. Wales will play the winner
I
of
reckon
Scotland
Iran
versus
will beat
Ukraine.
USA as well.
You think? Yeah.
USA not good.
I think they'll hold on.
Dan doesn't like you saying that. Dan loves USA.
I honestly,
Hold on.
Canada's better than USA, bro. When have Canada ever been better than USA in football?
Guys.
In a
Now.
lifetime.
Well, they've
But
got
now
a sick generation.
they are, bro. I mean, USA are in a transition, but their younger players that are coming up though are good. I think USA maybe in like 8 years time.
I just said
I think at the start.
2026 is where it all comes
They've
together.
got the next World Cup.
Yeah, LA, Canada, and
then
Mexico.
I don't know if I want to be going to
That's it,
the.
Cancun.
I don't know if I want to be going to the Mexico.
You don't want to go to the
Mexico to the
Azteca
Mexico
Stadium
games.
and all that.
Yeah, you might not come back. Honestly, you might not
So
come back.
just start entertaining the warlord or something.
Mexico's a real place.
A real place.
Real place.
It's not like Jamaica.
It's not like Jamaica where you can
Jamaica's
you hear
not a
stuff
real
and you think,
place.
oh yeah, no, like stuff you hear in Mexico is very real, and what you watch about it is very real as well.
I said I went to use the toilet. I took the wrong turn. Now I'm stuck with El Chapo's grandson. Just being his personal driver.
When I was in Mexico, the first thing they said to me in the cab was, "Do you want cocaine?" I was like, "No,
Please no,
man,
please.
not me."
You know that's a
I don't do
real
drugs.
place where they just offer you coke in the car.
Off,
cab,
off
the
the
cab.
top.
Off the top.
I mean, but if you're not going for cocaine in the cab, like, are you even in Mexico?
You could be in Newcastle.
God, they do a lot of good, a lot of marijuana and stuff.
maybe.
Not just cocaine.
See,
Maybe.
Do you like cocaine?
Any
It's a great
more?
place.
Yeah, if you do any more from the footballing world, Old Firm derby today. There was glass on the pitch.
That was wild.
Which is
Did you
like
see it?
no.
which is like
They
Sunday
was throwing
league.
glass.
Where are they getting
at
glass
Joe
from?
Hart's goal.
Yeah, they're throwing glass into the 6-yard box.
Where are they getting glass from?
No,
The refinery. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but how was it in the stadium?
you tell me, bro. You know what happens
Same way you
in them
get flares
old
and
form derbies, bro. They send
bananas,
bullets in
Where'd you get
bloody
banana?
letters, and
envelopes.
stuff.
Yeah.
I did see a thing about
Take it personally.
inflation adjusted transfer fees. Do you guys see this?
Oh, I did. My friend mentioned this.
Yeah.
And how much transfers
Everyone's
would have
like
been worth
500
nowadays.
million
Yeah.
pound more. Than
Like, how are they working out? Like, is it just inflation? Like, times it by the 5.6% every year?
I think it's probably like compound interest. Sorry, inflation
I didn't
applied.
save it, so you can't talk about it.
But yeah, I think Rio Ferdinand is worth like 250 mil. And
Exactly, both his transfers.
how much would Bergkamp be worth? Free, yeah. There's all sorts, and I think it was El Fenomeno supposed to be 330 million. I think.
in total?
No, that is what his
one transfer.
I don't know which transfer it would have been.
What was his most expensive? Might have been the Inter one. I think his Inter one was ridiculous. Was he the Inter one?
Was that from Inter to Real Madrid?
He went PSV to Inter.
And then Inter
And then he
to
went
Barca.
Inter to-
What's that?
No.
No, I thought it was PSV.
He went PSV to Barca. Barca
Barca
to Inter.
Inter
Inter
to
to
Real
Real.
Madrid, Madrid to AC.
I
No,
think
he went
I think it was his Inter to Madrid or I can't remember. One of them was
I
Mad
saw-
P.
330
I saw the
mil,
video about on Tifo about like just he's the great. It's called the greatest comeback ever because
Post the knee.
yeah, his kneecap exploded. Yeah, tendon exploded and the kneecap went into his thigh.
Have you seen a photo of his
I
knees?
can't watch it. I
The
can't
just a photo of like him post surgery. His knees are mad.
That's because he was so explosive. Like his body is not meant to take that kind of strain.
Yeah.
Like,
We didn't take in the injuries as well. anymore. Now we do, but before we was like, oh, why is he getting fat and why is he not? Sometimes the guy's done both his knees.
Yeah.
Oh, mad things.
How would you feel?
How would you feel, bro? These times the technology wasn't as good, so the operations probably wasn't
as
good as they are now.
But I
The
heard
rehab.
mad things about like when he was at Madrid, like apparently his stomach was like giving in because of the medication, so he had to wear like nappies. Like it was mental. Like
I don't even. I liked him at Madrid, but I liked him most when he was at Inter.
Oh, him at Inter was the best player in the history of players. Yeah. For that was it.
I seen
like 4 years he was there.
I don't think I was even that old to watch football them times, but when I did watch it, he was mad.
Going down memory lane right now. Let's wrap the show up before I start crying.
Yeah. I'm just like looking into the distance, just crying inside.
I'm singing that song from Fast and Furious.
It's been a long time.
Not that one. This one.
Yeah.
Chris, you should have the best voice because you're like 15, but
yeah,
didn't sound great there.
What, like 20, bro?
SB, lead us out in song. Like sing a song for us to wrap the show up with.
Skilly Bang's in London as well. By the way.
She like
That's what we're gonna end.
Yeah. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Tell us how many episodes Chris should get a year. Did you like his contributions? There's been another earthquake in the studio, so we're probably gonna run and get under a desk or a table. It's been the Armchair Gaffer Show. I've been Walks. He's been Jess. He's been SB. This has been Sir Chris and Scorch. We will catch you next week, sir. And yeah, if you haven't, make sure you stream up Scorch's latest Daily Duppy on GRM Daily.
Why am I finding out about this now?
We'll talk off mic. There's big things coming. Big things. But we'll catch you next week. It's been the Armchair Gaffer Show. Peace.
Peace.